Hello everyone, I am now 12 months on testosterone and also 1 year post-top surgery. This is my voice, 1 year on testosterone. I'm going to be starting to talk about my top surgery and then afterwards we'll be jumping to talking to anniversary on testosterone, I guess. So 1 year post-op, I'm gonna take off my shirt now so you can see the results. Alright, first of all I have to mention that I have been smoking ever since I was 15, and I've also been smoking now. I didn't smoke for the first, I think, 3 weeks before my surgery, and 3 weeks after my surgery I didn't smoke either. However, I have been smoking about 1 pack a week. Important to remember. One thing that I've noticed after having my top surgery is that the ability or the freedom to walk around without a shirt on has been such a difference, and it's just changed my perspective on life, basically, because it's so nice not to have to wear the binder at all times, and I don't have to be scared whether or not I'm gonna fall asleep when I'm at parties and stuff, because I'm not wearing the binder anymore. When I look back, which I do, I try to look back as often as I can, look through my old videos, remember myself about how it was before, because people tend to forget, and I know that I tend to forget at least, how hard it was and what a struggle it was. So I often look back and feel so much better. I feel so lucky that I survived my transition and that I actually made it to this day. I'm very, very proud of myself for how far I've come. I would not have been without it. I'm very pleased with my decision, and I'm also very pleased with the result, which I think is really, really good. There's still no feeling in my nipples, which really doesn't surprise me. That's really not a loss for me, to be honest. So that's basically my feelings towards my top surgery. I'll just see if I can give you guys a look. Alright, I am 1 year on hormones. It's crazy how fast the time has passed and how much has happened the past year for me. It's insane. And I can honestly say that testosterone has changed not only my life but also my view on life and how I perceive things, because a lot of stuff has happened. I mean, I've put down 3 things that I think has changed the most for me, so I feel more comfortable, and that is the voice. My voice has changed, gotten a lot deeper. I got a lot more muscles, so that's also actually for some reason made me more comfortable. My entire body has changed. My fat has moved around a lot. It is still moving a lot around. For example, I have dropped 2 sizes in pants, and then my hair. I've gotten a teeny tiny hair stripe on my belly. So that has also definitely led me to have a lot more freedom in the way that I act, in the way that I feel. I feel way more free and way more like myself, because before I used to be very observant of how I carried myself out. I was super self-conscious about my way of speaking, my tone, my body language. I was super observant about everything that I did. So I wasn't just living, I was always very self-observant and self-conscious about myself and how I was and acted towards others, because I wanted to fit in the norm that fills the gender of male. One thing that has changed, especially through the past 3 or 4 months, is that I've been trying to let that go, because I don't agree with the fact that there needs to be only 2 genders. I just simply can't see why there should be a norm for how to be male or how to be female. So I am trying my best to let the things go that I have learned myself throughout the years. I went through, I think, 2.5 years of being recognized as being transgender and fighting to get my approval to start hormones. So when I finally did, it was so surreal to me that I could start these hormones, and now that it's a year ago, I don't know, it's crazy. You tend to forget how you felt or how you used to feel, and I just think that it's important to acknowledge the fact that you've come so far. I know that I have a tendency of not taking stuff for given or taking it for given that I'm on hormones and all the stuff that's happened, but I know that I tend to forget. I don't know, I'm just so happy that I am on hormones. I'm very, very pleased about my hormone treatment. It's been life-changing, not only because of my body changing, but also because of my mood changes. I can feel that my temper has changed. I can feel that my reaction pattern has changed. For example, anger, I react very differently on. Before, I remember when I was angry, the feeling of anger would be in different parts of my body, it would be mostly in my core. Here, But now when I get angry, I can feel it all over my body, like especially in my arms and my legs. I just simply feel like I can run through a wall when I get super angry. I remember that being super intense the first 3 or 4 months on testosterone, because you have to get used to this new feeling, or at least that's the way I've reacted to the hormone treatment. My anger feeling is just way more intense. Another thing that I noticed about my mood has been that I couldn't really cry the first half year or so on testosterone, and I'm still finding it really hard to come to that point where I can actually cry. I very rarely cried before too, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. But now it's like, even though I need to, I find it really hard to get it out. But basically that is what I have noticed to be the key points in my 1 year on testosterone. It's insane how happy I've become. I've become human again, because I could focus, like now I can focus on my education and on my friends, and like I can be an actual human being. I don't have to worry about my way of behaving anymore, because by now people don't look at me anymore and be in doubt about my gender like they did before. I don't know about other people, but like I lived 2 years in the gray zone of like trying to clothe appropriately to the gender that I felt that I was, just so that I would pass as male. And now, after testosterone, I don't have to anymore. Nobody ever sees me as female anymore, and it's such a relief to have that. And I think that it's one of the things that people tend to take for given. Sometimes I forget how lucky I am that I can go partying and nobody will like double look to see which gender I am, because it's a given. Like, look at me now. I have almost the shape of a cis male. I mean, I am just so happy and so excited about my transition so far and everything that's happened. I'm very happy about what I've done to myself, and I've learned so much, not only about myself but also about people's behavior around you when they can't really place you on the gender scale that is right now. This was my year, and thank you for following me for the past year. I don't know how many more videos I'll be making. Possibly I'll be doing like some half-year checkups. Thank you for keeping up with me. Thank you for following, and I will see you, maybe. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the support. See ya. Bye.